Hey there, divine souls. Welcome back. We're here with a reading for today's energy. And I want to ask you if anything in this resonates with you, please go ahead and drop a like on the reading. That would help me a lot for people to find me and find what I'm doing. So, as we're continuing to play with our Pantheon deck, today our organizing energy is the Magician. And it's Hermes as the magician, which I was like, really? This is an interesting take. So, Hermes was the son in the Greek pantheon, right? The son of Zeus and the nymph Maya. And he was the messenger of the gods. So he moves freely between Olympus, between the earth, the underworld. And he was the patron god of travelers and merchants, tricksters and magicians. So he was the god of boundaries and transitions, really about that in between space. And the magician energy in general is about channeling divine energy into our world. This archetype of manifestation, of creative will, taking whatever you have around you and manifesting, bringing, making happen in today what you've been envisioning in your mind. And we're doing that through language, through motion, through the mastery of transformation, in particular, as Hermes. So, when this asks, I think the organizing question today is what are you creating? Whether it's with your words, your mind, your energy, what are you creating and bringing forth into the world right now? And there's a clear message with the magician, right? You already have what you need. You have what you need to do it. If you assumed that you have what you need, what would you bring into the world? How would you align your will and focus your intention and speak, bring what you're envisioning into being? So let's see what our clarifying cards are for this organizing energy. And just a reminder, I pre-shuffle all these decks. I'm pre-pulling the initial organizing energy because the Pantheon deck is new for me. I just got it recently, and I thought it would be really fun to play with how these Greek god and goddess archetypes align with the major arcana in that deck. But it gives me, oh my gosh, it gives me a minute to look it up. Okay, I'm just diving below the table here for these cards that fell, and we'll see what we got, because that was a bunch. That was a bunch. But let's see what we have here, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have so much going on. Temperance upside down, Justice upside down, Page of Wands upside down, Five of Cups upside down, the Wheel, the Fool, the Devil. There is so much major arcana here. I'm kind of tweaking over it. This is a lot of major arcana for a daily reading, and you all saw this all just jumped out all over the place. So Temperance upside down, Justice upside down. Look, we're seeing here like, don't worry so much about taking the middle path today. Okay. We've been focusing on the middle all week. We've been like, bring yourself in, find the balance. Today is like when you want to manifest, stop prevaricating, stop worrying so much about like, am I on just the right road? Am I doing it just the right way? Like, screw that. Go for it. Okay. Justice upside down. Justice has a lot to do with like what you put in is what you're going to get out. Okay. And seeing that. And upside down is like, again, put your whole self in. Okay. We are in the magician energy. It is time to channel and make manifest. Page of Wands upside down is that getting started, that dancing. So again, don't hesitate. Just jump right into it. Okay. Be ready to move in and to let go of this idea of focusing on what you don't have. Okay. We already said that you have everything you need. Five of Cups is all about this focus on what do I think I've lost? What was in the background? Upside down, we're seeing here this like, let go a little bit of this middle path idea, because sometimes we focus so much on temperance that we hold ourselves back, that we don't let ourselves be as passionate as we could be. And I'm seeing these four initial cards upside down as like this energy together that's really saying it's okay. You've done the work. When you're coming from a grounded space, you don't have to constantly ask yourself, am I grounded? Am I centered? You just are. You just are. So you just move intuitively. You just move more like the Fool, just into that energy of saying, I know where I'm going. I know what's happening. Like, I can just move into it. I can trust my intuition. I can use my will. I can use my capacity to channel magic through my hands, through my voice, through my very being, and manifest what it is I want to see. And we see that here with the Wheel. And you see how we have this manifestation energy. The wheel is halfway through the major arcana, and we're really looking here at this energy of allow this cycle to turn now. Okay, we worked on detoxifying, we worked on centering, we worked on temperance, we worked on letting go. Now it's time to jump in. It's time to stop letting go and time to say, here's what I have. Here's what I want. Let me move straight into that. Okay. But it doesn't have to be, it's not a frenetic energy. It's not like intense and crazy. You see here, she's actually in tree pose. She is pulling the light and the dark of the universe together and allowing the wheel to turn. There's this aspect when we're manifesting where they're saying what I want, and then we have to like unclutch. We have to let go and allow the energies to move around us. And here we see that the wheel will turn if you get into action. Trust your intuition, trust your ability to channel from the divine, and allow the wheel to turn. And then here we go. We move into it with the Fool energy and we meet the devil. So with the Fool energy, we are seeing here this open heart, this beginner's mind. I'm willing to stumble. I'm willing to not have all of the answers. I'm willing to fall backwards into the water because I trust. I trust that I'm going to be held by this seed of life. I trust that the net of energy, of intention, of karma that I have built around myself with all my actions in this lifetime is going to hold me while I am manifesting what I want. And I think this devil card here, as we look at all of this positive aspect, we see here in this devil card, this opportunity to say, it's actually okay. Let yourself be a little obsessed. All right. It's not wrong. When we want to manifest, when we want to bring something in, it's like be the fool, have this open hearted beginner's mind, but also like keep your attention toward what it is you really want. The magician has to, if we are focusing and channeling our energy in a little bit, devil isn't always negatively aspected. Okay. We have this Capricorn energy. We have this like pulling of this deep knowingness and this deep intention. Okay. So bring that into this with this magician energy saying, I am ready today. I am going to manifest. I am going to let go a little bit of the temperance, let go a little bit of my hesitation and my concern about the past, be in the turning of cycles, have a fool's heart, and let myself want it as much as I freaking want it. All right. Don't hold back your longing. Don't hold back your desires as though it's not okay to have them. Let yourself have the big, juicy, passionate desires of your heart, of your womb, of your entire spirit, because that's how you're going to channel this magician energy and alchemize it into being. All right, so let's pull, again, I already shuffled this deck. We're going to pull a Moonology card here. And the energy here is forgive. Full moon in Pisces, forgive. So forgive yourself for what you didn't know before. Forgive yourself for the times that you tried and it didn't work, and even for the stumbles that are going to come along the way. The fact that we're manifesting doesn't mean it all perfectly lines up exactly the way we envisioned it. Actually, quite the opposite. Things are going to come in ways that we don't expect. Sometimes it's going to feel really good, sometimes disappointing, sometimes we're going to stumble. And just allow yourself to see the yin and the yang of that, the up and the down, the natural flow, and forgive and let go while you're manifesting, while you're bringing in your intuition. Allow that it's not all going to be exactly how I imagined, and that doesn't mean it's not working. That's actually co-creating with the universe. What the universe can bring in partnership with us is so much more than we could have ever imagined on our own, right? Think of all the best things that have ever happened in your life. It wasn't exactly the way you thought it would be. It was so much more. So forgive that in yourself. Forgive even that little bit of extra obsession, maybe that bit of controllingness, right? We see the devil's kind of controlling here. Maybe let go of that a little and just forgive yourself that impulse. Of course we have that. Our anxiety brings us to that. Our concern with how things turns out. It's okay. Forgive that in yourself. Forgive the universe. Allow yourself to manifest. Allow this manifestation, this in between, this alchemizing, moving in with the beginner's heart and mind and saying, I'm ready. I am ready, and I am calling in, and I am insisting upon the things that I most want in my life, in my world. I am going to manifest this. I am in this magician energy. I have every single thing I need right now, right in this exact moment to make happen what I want in my life, and I am going for it. All right, loves, I hope this is helpful for you. Please drop a like. I would appreciate it so much. I love you, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.